I think it's very important. I think there's a general recognition that financial stability is too important to risk by having a sort of a clumsy exit from the arrangements that are in place today. But of course, as you said in your remarks on the opening, that this is a temporary transition. But I think it's terribly important that every country in Europe and indeed globally works on the basis that financial stability is essential to preserve, and therefore the settlement of trades, the settlement of payment services is hugely important to make sure that as we transition to whatever the new arrangements will be, that it's well heralded and well planned and smooth. So I think it's important.
You're obviously in a slightly better position than I am to get the inside track on how discussions may be going between UK officials and EU officials at this stage. What can you tell us about any progress you're seeing for a fulsome agreement?
You know, there's been discussion on mutual recognition or equivalence for all of the 4.5 years since the referendum. I think it's a very, very difficult area. Not all the EU directives have equivalence provisions in them, and many of the areas that are necessary for continued access aren't covered by equivalence in the directive. So it will take a fresh approach between the EU and the UK to agree what is important to ensure that European companies and indeed governments have access to the financial markets, the financial services that they need, and the infrastructure of Europe's financial services sector continues to operate wheresoever it is located and howsoever it is regulated. I think the important thing around equivalence, which is such a simple word, is that it's not all encompassing, and it's just not possible for the financial services sector to work on the basis of a regime that could be withdrawn at 30 days notice, for example. So, you know, it's really important that everyone gets together and says, what is our objective, which has to start off with financial stability, and both sides have said that, and then how do we carve up the ecosystem as it is at the moment in terms of clearing and settlement, the derivatives markets, credit, lending, and then all the retail financial services, and so how do we work this going forward? I think it's quite a task. Now, I think that the deal that's been done on goods, which is obviously very beneficial to our European friends, given that they have a trade surplus in goods, I hope is a presage to the fact that there will be an accommodation, a sort of balanced view as to how we go forward in financial services to the benefit of everybody. Because at the end of the day, it's not about competition. It's about making sure the financial system preserves the benefits of the financial stability measures that were taken after the financial crisis.